in love with the concept. As if we're all just how she imagined. We're in love, we just don't know it yet. But tell me how I'm supposed to see the magic. Cause I don't believe in it no more. But I won't tell her, cause I always imagined it's easier if she thinks she won. I won't let her. And she said, I don't think I love you no more. You never seem to call me lately. Girl, I don't think you knew me at all. Cause I never thought I'd have to say this, but I don't love you, and I never did. Look at us burning down in flames for kicks. But just know I'm not saying for your ex, so I'm just saying cause sober.
Hello, what up, brother Larkin, and welcome to the Q&A that I've been promising for a while now. I'm finally getting around to doing it. I did actually attempt to do this, and then I lost all of my data off my old hard drive. I now have a new one, so on this new computer of mine, everything is completely from scratch. So, thank you for being patient with me. Let's get into these questions. Okay, so we're going to be heading to the community post that I posted. Alright, so I'm going to answer as many as I can. I have 152 comments to get through, so don't be offended if I don't answer your question. I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm just going to answer the ones that I think will be beneficial. Alright, so I think one of the most liked comments is, why are you British? If you or your parents were born in the UK, you might automatically be a British citizen. Check if you are a British citizen based on whether you were born in the UK, I was, or a British colony before the 1st of January 1983. So there's your answer. What keeps you motivated to play Geometry Dash? Well, nothing. I don't think anybody can keep motivation for their whole life. I think that it requires more than just willpower. I think that you have to genuinely love what you do and play the game, especially on the days where you don't want to. I think that when your motivation runs out, you have to have something else to fall back on, which is your discipline and your habits, I guess. What games do you play other than Geometry Dash? Well, a lot of you will know that I'm a huge fan of Baldi's Basics. I'm very good at that game too. I like a little bit of Dead by Daylight, not too much though, and I have actually been playing some Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Zombies recently, and if any of you want to do the Zetsubou no Shima Easter egg with me, then hit me up on Discord because I need people. Have you played with controller for your entire GD career? I have indeed. I actually was not aware that you could play with mouse when I first got this. You see, I used to play the Impossible game on Xbox 360, and I grinded that for a lot of hours to finish the levels. And when I got Geometry Dash on Steam, I wasn't aware that you could use a mouse. I thought it was either A button or spacebar. And to me, the A button was much better since I already grinded hours on the Impossible game. And I think it took about a month before I realised you could use mouse, and by then I was already locked in. What's your favourite type of rave music? I personally love concerts with strictly rhythm, but I also love me some D&B. I can appreciate rhythm. It's not my favourite. I probably wouldn't listen to it in the car, but I can appreciate a good rhythm song. I love D&B, of course. I also love UK bass, but I'm probably leaning a little bit more towards D&B at the moment. However, obviously that can't take away from dubstep, which I also really love. When was your worst timed, loudest fart? Well, during sex. This girl that I had not been seeing for very long, who I also did not see for long after. You're wondering why I'm scrolling? I actually have it here. I felt a bowel movement come in, but I was enjoying myself too much and decided to scream and fart. However, the fart was louder, so it didn't work. Here, this is what it sounded like. Oh my god!
Oh my
god. Alright, come on. Do you enjoy passing gas in public? I'm sure that I'm sure that answers your question. You said you check out audio extraction in your audio excursion video and you never be here. Tell me why! I just didn't, alright? I just forgot. I don't know. I'm a busy guy these days. If not for GD and music, what might you be doing right now? Cocaine. I'd probably be working a boring ass 9 to 5 job. Why did you decide to get rid of the long hair? I just gave up. What's your favourite beer? Genuinely curious. Well, before I stopped drinking on the 5th of May, nearly 3 months sober, my favourite beer was Heineken. I always thought that they were amazing taste. I also used to love Strongbow original apple cider. Do you ever get tired of talking with that accent? What accent, bruv? Top 5 music artists? Oh, End Shikari, System of a Down, Headaches, Notion, and I'd probably have to throw Eminem in there. Are you planning to release another EP, song or album? Or was that more of an experimental one-off type thing? Well, it was experimental, but I kind of have wanted to get better at it. And to answer your question, I'll just leave you with this preview.
How can you justify keeping me alive? I'm begging you to decide. I need you to love me or just release me. I need you to love me or just release me.
What is your biggest regret? I'd say my biggest regret in general is probably worrying about the future too much and not enjoying just being in the now. I did find myself worrying about the future and fearing things that were going to happen that I usually ended up causing to happen because I was worrying about them happening, if that makes sense. Did you quit smoking, or are you planning to? If you are, or if you did, what did do? Yes, I did quit smoking probably about 2 months ago now. Quit vaping anyway. I quit smoking weed probably about the same amount of time ago. I'm clean off everything now, by the way. Not meaning to brag or anything. Yes, I did, and what I did to help with quitting is I found something else to get addicted to that was healthy. For me, that was the gym. I love lifting weights. Now when I get stressed about something, the first thing I think is I want to go lift some weights, whereas it used to be get stressed, I'd go open a beer and get drunk. But now the first thing that comes to my head is bench press. How long are you playing Geometry Dash and what your hardest? I am new on Chanel, so I know nothing. I've been playing Geometry Dash for nearly 8 years. 8 years in January. And my hardest is Coeretta, soon to be Zodiac. Do you go dry or lotioned up? Well, if you go dry, you've got a high chance of getting sunburn. I always recommend to use some sun lotion, at least factor 50. What's your favourite rock band? I recommend that you all listen to Enter Shikari after this video. I'll give you some good recommendations. Snake Pit with 3 S's. Alright, listen to that one. Labyrinth. Hectic. Those are your first 3 starting songs. Let me know in the comments what you think. How old are you? 21? And what's your favourite food? I didn't even... 21? I didn't even mean to say it like that. What's your favourite food? Oh, I love food. Oh. So, man's just out here jizzing thinking about food. My favourite food right now. Oh. Ah! I love pasta dishes. Only thing is they're a little bit fattening and I'm on a diet at the moment. My favourite diet food is... I love the classic chicken and broccoli, but chicken's got to be seasoned right. What was the hardest, most stressful part of your GD career? Well, I talk about this quite a lot, I know. The hardest, most stressful part of my GD career was Coeretta, because I was also going through a breakup at the time. And yeah, that was by far... It was horrible, very painful, very traumatic actually. I know it sounds stupid, but even seeing Coeretta, like the level It gives me like that twisting feeling in my stomach. I think that I actually have some PTSD. Are you still friends with Serve? And whatever happened to Servekin? Well, actually, yes, I am still friends with Serve. We actually did the Gorod Krovi Black Ops 3 Easter egg yesterday. What happened to Servekin? Nothing happened to it. We still have access to it. It's just that it's hard enough running one channel, basically. For anyone wondering, Servekin is a collab channel that me and Serve made back in 2016. I think it was 2016, just playing other games. But yeah, we just kind of forgot about it. Things are always changing. If I could change one thing about my career, about subscriber views, whatever, what would you change? I would change it so I have 500 billion subscribers and I am making 500 billion pounds a day. Do you like bacon? I do, yeah. But it's so fattening. What do your parents think of the channel? They think it's great. They're always giving me ideas and helping me out. My dad used to work in sales. He's retired now, but he used to work in sales, and obviously he's got a pretty good business sense, so he helps me out a little bit here and there. My mum suggested that I added a rageometer. She said that back in the 80s there used to be this show with a clapometer, and it would measure how much the audience applaud, and it would go up. And I was thinking, well, she was thinking, at the side of my screen I had a rageometer that goes up and up and up. Then at the top it breaks when I get really angry. So let me know what you think to my mum's idea. How much does YouTube get in the way with your social life? Do you tell people about your channel? Not too much anymore. It used to though. Back when I first got a social life, I had no idea how to balance it because I was doing YouTube and spoke to nobody when I first started. And then I went to having a great social life but not having time for YouTube, so it slowly took time to just mesh them together nicely. I think I'm doing okay at the moment. Do you tell people about your channel? Yeah, of course I do. I mean, this is my life. This is what I do. So yeah, I'm always talking about it, really. Who's on your contacts on the trap phone? Important ass question we gotta know. Yo, can't be snitching. There's man that would get me shanked, you know. Do you think you'll do more live vlogs? I always thought those were hilarious. Of course, yeah, I'd love to. I really used to enjoy doing them. I've just not really been anywhere recently. You could go check them out on my second channel. Link in the description. You think you'll be returning to other difficult games or trying other difficult games in the near future? If I do, it will be on the second channel. Would you like to collab for a deep house techno track with me and maybe some other semi-experienced musicians from our studio? Just for fun. Huh. Yeah, I would actually. Why not? Where does the ooh come from? Well, actually, it's funny. So, I have an in real life friend called Jack. We don't speak too much anymore. Obviously, we're both getting older, we're both busy, but we used to be really close, you know, back when we were like 15 sort of age, when Black Ops 3 first came out. And for anyone who knows, on the Black Ops 3 map, Shadows of Evil, there are these bosses called Margwas, and we were trying to do the Easter egg, and we'd all went down, and Jack was the last person alive. And he ran around the corner and there's just a Margaret who went, "Oh, Magua!" And then died. He went, "No! Oh!" But he did it like unironically. Like he was actually angry and like, he's like, it's just a phrase to express extreme levels of stress. I love your positive energy. What positive energy? When did you first start playing the piano? I was like 3 years old. I first started doing lessons when I was about 10, and I stopped doing lessons when I was 14 and decided that I wanted to learn it myself. How does it feel now, living in a sobriety life since you stopped consuming alcohol? I feel the best I've ever felt, and I know that's a cliche thing to say, but it is true. I didn't ever picture myself being sober. I thought, how am I going to live life without drugs and alcohol? The answer is much better, is how, yeah, I am the best I've ever felt genuinely. How did you get so good at golf with your friends? It's not that I'm good, Daddy Kane, it's just that you suck. In all seriousness, I have 178 hours on that game. That is how. What instruments can you play other than piano?
She's in love with the concept, as if we're all just how she imagined. We're in love, we just don't know it yet. But tell me how I'm supposed to see the magic, 'cause I don't believe in it no more. But I won't tell her, 'cause I always imagined it's easier if she thinks she won. I'm gonna let her. And she said, I don't think I love you no more. You never seem to call me lately. Girl, I don't think you knew me at all. 'Cause I never thought I'd have to say this, but I don't love you, and I never did. Look at us burning down in flames for kicks. But just know I'm not saying for your ex, so I'm just sick of sober. Hey, you see me, pictures crazy. All the world I've seen before me passing by. I've got nothing to gain, to lose. All the world I've seen before me passing by. I have a problem that I cannot explain. I have no reason why you should have been so plain. Have no questions, but I sure have excuse. I like the reason why I should be so confused. I know how I feel when I'm around you. I don't know how I feel when I'm around you. Around you.
So as you can see, I'm a decent guitar player. Thank you everybody for watching this Q&A video. I hope you enjoyed it and learnt something about me that you didn't know. Subscribe. Devil Vortex at 60k. Until next time, bye!